Hey guys, welcome back to We're All Mad Here. I'm Jen, and my co host Haley has abandoned me. For a few weeks, we've been on a bit of a hiatus, and she is preparing to move into a new apartment. So I recently met up with my friend Gianna, who has been a guest on this show previously, and we decided that we wanted to do some recap of the Met Gala from this year of 2024. And she is big in the local fashion world. So, yeah, we decided to talk about that. So, we have her more professional opinion and my very much not professional opinion on a lot of these things. So, this is us just chit chatting. Her fiance decided to chirp in a couple of times. I hope you enjoy this very random episode of our thoughts on fashion in the Met Gala and other random things that our little ADHD brains decided to talk about. This is not a regular episode of We're All Mad Here, but for the interim, this is what I've got. Hopefully, soon, Haley and I will be able to record an episode together. But until then, I hope you enjoy this one. All right. So mine is recording. Is yours recording?
I think so. Sounds like it is.
Looks
like it is.
All right. So, do we want to do the Met Gala?
We certainly can.
All right. Might as well.
It's a good topic that we can chitter on.
It is.
Got lots of
We have lots of thoughts about the Met Gala in general, let alone just this year.
Yeah, it's true. This year or something, but not the best year in a while.
This is probably one of the worst years in a while.
Which is unfortunate because it definitely could have been.
It could have been.
Things have fallen, and I don't blame Andrew Bolton at all.
No.
He's a very good curator. I think that they're so worried about who's showing up because they're trying to get money because it's a fundraiser. We can get that part, obviously. That it's become a celebrity case of who's who versus like actually showing up and showing out the same way. Maybe I'm just being jaded because they've just done so much better in the past versus what they do now.
And I don't know if it's because it's the generation of celebrities that are doing it, because these are all like 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids, literal children that are famous for being on social media, essentially, that are being invited, and they're not really known for their red carpet appearances in general.
Yeah, but they're all being invited by the fashion houses, and the fashion houses are telling them, in the most part, what to wear.
Well,
or they're working with the fashion house to choose what to wear. And when people like Ashley Graham can be there, and she's only there to be a MC of the carpet, and she can dress better and do better than a good chunk of who's actually there to be on the carpet. I don't know. You've got celebrities like J-Lo who have been there before, I think.
I'm pretty sure she has.
She was a co-host this year along with Zendaya and
Bad Bunny,
and I think there's 4.
I think there was like one of the Hemsworths.
Yeah, it could have been that. She was
she?
So see, I just dry and flat, and they're all going up and down that carpet and being polite, and there's so many people and so many stupid press and all that stuff. Oh, really?
Thank you.
14 times she's been to the Met Gala, and
so yeah, she has been there before.
Jaded and rude. And so somebody asked her, there's a TikTok out there of somebody asking her, oh, what are you wearing? And I think she was wearing Valentino, some one word, and she's Valentino, and just walks off. It's like, you are here in fashion, wearing fashion at a fashion event to raise money for fashion.
Yeah.
Like, behave yourself. I don't know. I found it just as dry and rude as everybody else. And she was a co-host.
Yeah.
Like, get your shit together. I'm sorry if you're having a bad day, but
if you're gonna be here for this purpose, do your job.
Yeah. I mean, then you got the flip side of Zendaya, who came and rocked it in 2 different outfits.
Yeah.
And it knocked it out of the park, but she's been knocking everything out of the park. She's a little tiny powerhouse.
Historically has knocked it out of the park for the Met Gala as well.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
I don't know if she's ever been on a worst dressed list.
Which is a test to her and her damn stylist or stylists. And she works with La Roche.
Mm-hmm.
La Roche has been around since we were teenagers.
Since forever.
Being a stylist.
Yeah.
So that's a testament to him, too, and being able to keep up with the times.
Exactly.
And continue to dress the young people because, I mean, he's been around the block. He's
a time or two
in fashion for a long time. So, I don't know. I don't love the younger generation doing it the same way they're doing it, but I mean, times got to change. Yeah. So
I also feel like they went the wrong direction with the theme.
Yes.
Also,
they didn't pay attention
because there is so much that they could have done for the Sleeping Beauty side of it.
Yeah.
And bringing out archival pieces and everything. I feel like I didn't see barely any.
No, there was a few archival pieces, and there was a few nods to time and to decay. Jordan Roth's was stunning, and he has never failed to put together, work with, whatever, however he does it, to hit the nail on the head. He is the one that wore the Iris Van Herpen, I think it was the camp year, and he opened like this.
Yeah.
And it was the Met, the big concert hall looking thing.
Correct.
This year he had flowers literally from head to toe. His face was the only thing out. And they were growing, and then by they got to the bottom of the seat, they were decaying, and it was beautiful. They did such a good job, but I think that shows the difference between somebody just wearing a fashion house's outfit versus working with the fashion house to make the outfit. That's a big
and I feel like
difference.
This one especially was like, yeah, you can touch on the garden aspect with the floral and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But so many went so literal with it.
Yeah.
And or completely ignored it.
Yeah.
I feel like there was more ignoring it than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So here's Jordan Roth's. Oh, shit.
I love that one, but I love Jordan Roth too. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he's quite the fascinating human.
Oh, yeah.
There was ones, I wish I could remember who wore it. I don't know celebrity names very well, but they looked like Philip Treaky hats. They were beautiful. And it was a nod to a past archive. Yes, I just think it's phenomenal and interesting and good. Let me see if I can find the one for the one that looked like the Philip Treaky hat. Treaky. I'm gonna say that wrong. Somebody's gonna be like, get your shit together.
You know, this is almost so that they can do.
Yeah. Show more. There's pictures. More. I need to learn how to use a phone too. There we go.
It's okay.
Yeah, Zendaya stunned in both her looks. I like the second look better. That blue and black.
I would say,
is phenomenal.
Is it black or is it green?
Oh, it could have green in it.
Are we having another version of the blue hair? The mystery dress on the internet?
And did anybody ever figure out what color the dress actually was?
I don't think so.
It's still a debate to this day.
I think so.
I mean, yeah, like I said, J-Lo looks lovely. She was just not. She was not fucking liked anybody.
No.
Um,
I'll say I've got them.
Kim
here.
Kardashian, her, if you watch, there was a video, and I can't remember who did her outfit. It's metal.
Was it actually metal?
That dress piece is metal, and the fashion house that made it.
Is it the skirt that was, or the corset part? Or both?
I don't know about the corset part, but that skirt all is metal. The fashion house that made it put out a video. I mean, you could literally watch this little clip of them putting all those little metal pieces together, and that was cool and stunning. What I didn't fully like, and what confused me, is if you're going to have that kind of boyfriend sweater thing going on.
I didn't understand that.
Well, fasten it, do something. But she literally walked around grasping it the whole time.
I did see after the fact, there was, I think it was a TikTok video or something, discussing whatever fashion house it was that did that. They, for their fashion show that this was from, the collection that this was from, all of the models on the runway were also holding like their tops and everything all funky.
Interesting.
And
so it was like hark to the.
It must have been
the show. It just makes me wonder, like, they go in there and they have to try to sit, they have to try to eat. Some of them barely can do any of those things.
Yeah.
Did she go in and then, because there's less cameras in the actual gala, except selfies and stuff, that she finally let go of it? Like, I don't know. There was something about how she was just constantly pushing and pulling on it that was
it just looked uncomfortable, more so than just the fact that she was wearing what looked like a metal corset on top of it.
It's fair.
Like, it just does not look not comfy.
No. And it felt almost impolite or unbecoming to just constantly be, I don't know, that is a face.
Is he glaring at you?
Yeah. Nicole Kidman didn't make sense to me. Don't understand.
I don't get it.
And I wonder if it's because there was archival in there that, you'd need kind of a story behind it to understand.
Maybe.
And she's usually so good and so stunning, and she was pretty, but it was just okay.
I am so sick of seeing the naked see-through dresses.
It's definitely had its moment.
I feel like,
and it can go.
We've done it and seen it enough times.
I mean, I'm not against a body's a body. I'm not against them showing off if they want.
Not at all.
But
there's only so many times you can do the same dress.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nobody's doing anything new or different with it. It's just a see-through dress.
Yeah.
And again, my mind could be changed if I saw. I love watching those up close videos, how they've put it together, why they put it together. I love the why behind the what. So sometimes that can sway me.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not like fully on how it looked, but like, oh, okay, they really freaking thought about that. I just didn't know that because I'm just some civilian looking at the show.
Watching it on TV or on the internet or whatever. After the fact.
I think this was pretty, but I think it was basic.
Yeah.
I think it was cut really well. Kendall Jenner's black, whatever the heck.
But again, like, there's
on this because I'd have.
Is there?
No, I need to find one that has designers on it because that would interpret.
Right.
Wrong word.
Make it easier.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Somebody said,
"Oh, sad.
I liked this thing. The Greta Lee. I would love
with the weird neckline, kind of a.
Oh, I think it's
thing.
Great.
It's interesting.
I'm sure she had a hard time trying to eat. I saw her.
Well, and that's the thing. I feel like sometimes they forget that this is also a dinner.
Yeah.
And not just a red carpet.
Yeah.
Because. Yeah.
I loved this one because if you saw her during a pre-show, she stands up there with Ashley Graham and, oh gosh, the other chick is getting very famous and I can't remember her name, which is terrible. She had quite a good look. doing the pre-show
Mhm.
and chatting, and this white piece comes up here.
Yeah.
And so she could literally just like duck down behind it.
It's like, Turtle from Last Edge of the Day. Turtle.
But I think it was very interesting.
I've read this one has the names on it too.
Yeah, see, that one's better.
So Zendaya's first one was a vintage.
Yeah. And she did a good job with that. She also probably had access to the archives.
Oh yeah.
To do that because she was one of the co-hosts.
I will say, Bad Bunny.
He did great. And it's Margiela. And that was
better
smart.
than a lot of men.
Yes.
We've had discussions ourselves about how much we hate the black tux at the Met.
Shit. Oh, Schiaparelli. See, one word.
Schiaparelli.
And she was just like, Schiaparelli. And just like,
walk away.
So I'm just like, yeah, rudely.
You know, I did see on, it might have been TikTok, like celebrities that you've met that you like what you thought of them, or like who's the rudest celebrity you've ever met or something like that. And a lot of people did say her. So.
I've heard that too, but there's also times she went to like a drag show. I follow people all over doing real stupid stuff. I got distracted by my phone.
That's okay.
Saw a drag show in California coming back, a TikTok of a drag show in California that somebody I follow was at. That was a J-Lo only drag show. That was like a birthday party for one of the queens.
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo actually showed up.
Oh, interesting.
And like sat and watched and tipped.
That's cool.
So, like maybe she just
isn't good. It just depends on her mood, I guess.
Yep. Oh my gosh, but
oh man,
I don't know. You know, unfortunately, it just takes one incident like that for people to just look at you like you're being
and
rude.
The thing is, when you are such a public figure and doing something as public as hosting for the Met Gala, you probably should at least try to fake it a little extra.
Right.
Maybe.
Exactly.
All right.
Gosh.
We got Gigi Hadid.
Well, I think she did a decent job. I don't think she did a perfect job, but Tom Brown, he knows what he's doing.
But again, it's florals.
Yeah. Nope.
Cardi B.
I know she likes to make a statement, and she did make a statement. I like that she used a smaller designer. I don't even mind how large it is. What bothered me is if you look up close-ups at her, I don't like the way it fitted here. She's got hips, she's got boobs, and she's not currently pregnant, at least as far as we know.
And she appeared,
and she just looked like she was in a cloud, but not the right kind of cloud. It was just so
a lumpy cloud.
It was just so stuck up and around her. It was not easy feeling, and she's so good at that easy, like, I'm a badass.
Yeah, well, bitch feeling.
Right. This one was not.
No. I will agree with that. All right, Kendall Jenner was in Givenchy. And I like in this picture that you can see a little bit better.
Yeah.
It keeps reloading on me.
Rude.
Atlanta.
Rude phone is rude.
I can't tell entirely if it is two separate pieces.
Oh no, there's net.
Or if it was connected.
It's got to be, otherwise that won't hold up on her.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
I do really like the shoulders. But you know me and my like dangly shoulder bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty.
It is pretty.
It's pretty, but it's generic. I'm like, where's the wow? Where's the oomph? Where's the, you're the freaking Met Gala. When you look at, Heavenly Bodies, when you look at, China Through the Looking Glass.
We're going to have to go and look through some of the pictures, because
I mean, there's so much more. They used to be so much more creative about it. And I understand that fashion changes, and maybe right now we're in a simpler time, or a more modern, or has more modernity. Maybe even
minimalist.
Feel like it. But you look back at Heavenly Bodies, and you look back at China Through the Looking Glass. I mean, Rihanna wore that Gao Pei China Through the Looking Glass, that beautiful yellow robe thing. That thing took like 900 hours to make. It was beautiful, and it was huge, and it didn't fully, quote unquote, make sense, but It fit, and it was a Chinese designer.
Even better.
It was stunning. It was a Chinese designer, and you could tell it was couture.
Oh,
and some of these just don't. I mean, even
when I saw what she was wearing, I was like,
too stunned to speak.
I'm speechless.
Yeah,
and not in a good way.
Because she's chinning the bar.
Yeah,
she's supposed to be. I mean, she is the co-host. She is the builder of this thing with Andrew Bolton, and I don't think she chinned the bar.
No,
she
I don't think
wore
she did.
The garden. She didn't,
and it wasn't even like good garden either.
I was like, lady, this was supposed to be your moment. This is always your moment.
Well,
I wonder what B was wearing. Her daughter, if her daughter was, because B outshines her mom a lot once in a while.
Lala Anthony in McQueen.
I don't mind that new McQueen. It's weird now that Sarah Burton's gone.
Yeah, I feel like they try to keep nods to the original McQueen, but it's not quite right.
Yeah, and I feel like the farther away we get from McQueen and the farther we get from Sarah Burton, the more of that we're gonna see. And fashion houses changes, and they change hands, and they change designers all the time.
Oh yeah,
I understand that, but even after Chanel, even after Lagerfeld's passing, Chanel, until this season, that could be another whole thing. Until this season, Chanel still felt like Chanel.
Yeah. I haven't seen this.
There's some notes in there that are right, and then there's some notes in there that are very wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not. It's interesting.
Is that pink?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's not Lagerfeld anymore.
So. Yeah, no, I know. But again, if we're trying to keep.
But Chanel didn't really love pink, but she did make some pink clothing later on. Dresses and suit jacket things, and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's a miss for me.
Ashley Graham, and
she did great.
I
don't even know who the designer is, and I love some of the new ones that are coming up because I don't know who they are.
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
I do, unfortunately, feel like Ashley Graham is a plus size model and has always advocated as a plus size model. I feel like, and good for her for losing weight if that's what she wants to do. But I get concerned that if somebody's gotten in her head.
Yeah.
And she's not being quite as authentic to being that person as she used to be.
I can see that.
She's also had 3 babies. The older one is twins.
Oh, twins.
You know, although that can change shit too. But, you know, I've always advocated for her, and I've always appreciated her honesty about the modeling world in general. Because it's quite the world outside of small towns like us.
Correct. Oh, Nicole Kidman was in Balenciaga.
Oh, I didn't like it.
I don't much care for it.
It's generic.
It's like a backwards bustle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
she should have turned the dress around.
Yeah. It's on backwards.
Yep. I agree.
Lil Nas X.
He didn't do too bad. I don't know who that is that he's wearing, but you know, at least being him and being queer, he's not afraid to push the buttons and try the different things. And
speaking of buttons, it has a lot of buttons on it.
It does. Little pearl button, it looks like.
Yeah.
Round topped pearl. Pretty thing. But no, I don't dislike. It's a stunning color for a skin tone.
Yeah.
It's an interesting cut.
Well, see, I wish more of the guys would do the interesting.
Yeah.
Because you can still make it like very masculine, but have interest to it.
Yeah. I think problem is if they're coming by themselves, like Little Nas, they're gonna bring that level. But some of the men that are there with women,
yeah, they let the women
they step back on purpose because they're there more as a plus one.
It's okay-ish, but consider.
I mean, look at Timothée Chalamet. I mean, eventually we'll find.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find him in a minute.
They're the ones that do a good damn job. I'm like, he's not doing that much different. And he's doing a better job.
Yep.
All these people that have been around a long time. So
yeah. Lana Del Rey was in another McQueen. I don't think I realized hers was an Alexander McQueen.
yeah, I could tell it was a McQueen. My problem with that one is it feels like a repeat of Savage Beauty. It is, I mean, I could pull the book off the shelf and show you the original that McQueen himself did, and that isn't the archival piece. If she was wearing the archival piece,
that's one thing.
That would be one thing, because that would make more sense with the Met, and it would look very similar.
Yeah.
But that feels like a repop. It's a reproduction of the archival piece of, and maybe that's what they were doing on purpose. Again, I don't know what they are doing in the background, but
and potentially that it's because it couldn't be worn.
Yeah.
Like the theme, the main theme, the Sleeping Beauties.
Then that could be it too, but it felt,
but
it was off. It was off.
It didn't look like the branches, the antlers. I don't know what they were really supposed. I think they're supposed to be branches.
They're in that one. The original is branches. Yes.
They just didn't look right.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody that we know was like, I loved the McQueen, and I'm like, doesn't surprise me, but
The tinfoil dress.
It's pretty. I think Michelle Yeoh looks pretty in it.
Yeah.
There is something unresolved about the bottom of that dress that I don't love, but that is just personal issue, not.
It looks like
they've done.
No, it just looks like a popcorn bag.
It does. I mean, she still looked pretty in it, but it did kind of look like a popcorn bag, and it doesn't. I don't know how it fits. That's my
is
I don't know how it fits. So, Hemsworth at least looks decent in that Tom Ford.
And I do like that it's not black.
I do like that it's not black. Her dress is fine. I mean, it's generic. At least she kind of looks like sand. At least she kind of looks like she's trying to kind of fit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still really getting very tired of all these like quasi sheer dresses. I think it's boring. I don't know that they fit any sort of theme. They looked pretty. They did a good job, but
they look nice.
Yeah. I don't even know who she is.
I have no idea who she is.
I don't know. I've watched like a dozen movies of him being a Thor recently, and I couldn't know any more about him. Though.
Tell me.
We went and saw that new Furiosa, which
how was it?
IMAX prequel. Phenomenal.
Was it? I've actually
the head tilt.
I have had that on my like watch list, so it would
worth it. We saw it in theaters.
Confirm it on the watch list.
Have you seen Fury Road?
Yeah.
Okay. It's basically her life leading up to Fury Road.
Okay, gotcha. I was trying to figure out where in the timeline it was.
It's basically her story from the Green Place to Fury Road.
Gotcha.
It's worth it. It was fun. It was
okay. I'm gonna definitely put that on the list.
But it's the same. It's the same director. It's the same everything.
Yeah.
And Anna Taylor-Joy being Furiosa instead of Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron did an amazing job. Anna Taylor-Joy also did an amazing job.
But if it's prequel, you would need someone younger,
and they did a lot of that.
Okay.
Yep. They followed, like I said, they followed her through from childhood through, and they cast pretty dang well.
Well, good.
So
okay, well, it's definitely gonna have to be on the list.
But I remember because Chris Hemsworth.
I saw that he was in it.
Very good at being the chaos monger that he is in that film.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was surprised. Yeah, he's the bad guy. I mean,
the quote unquote.
Yeah, they're all bad guys.
I would say, isn't that the point of the whole thing? Is they're all bad guys?
Yeah.
Basically.
So, but yeah, totally worth it.
Okay, definitely gonna add that to the list. I feel like there's another movie I watched recently with Chris Hemsworth in it that I thought was really good. No, I can't remember what it was. Have you seen the trailer ad thing for the new season of Witcher with Liam Hemsworth as Geralt?
Nope, I've never seen Witcher.
You've never seen Witcher?
Never seen Witcher.
Oh, well, never mind.
I have a hard time with medieval style
things.
I should watch it. I've heard it's very good.
It is good.
That's a personal issue, not a dig on the damn.
Fair enough. But so
younger brother, or who is that?
No, so Liam Hemsworth is Chris Hemsworth's younger brother.
Okay.
He was Miley Cyrus's husband also.
Okay. For some reason I thought Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth was Miley Cyrus's brother.
Liam.
They look
they you can definitely tell they're brothers.
Yeah.
Pardon me. But for The Witcher, the original Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, was Henry Cavill. You don't know who Henry Cavill is?
That's the top of my head.
Oh, my Lanta.
You should know better than to ask me these types of questions. You know what these answers are going to be. Oh, my
gosh. All right.
You know how good I am at watching movies.
I know. Hold on. I know.
Somebody's gotten me to sit still to watch movies.
Okay, but you can also, kind of multitask while watching. That's what I do. I've been crocheting a lot while I watch.
Good job. I can do this.
Yeah, see?
But that's about
Henry Cavill.
Oh,
you've seen him.
I know who that is. I just didn't know his name.
Yes.
Story of my life.
Correct.
I do that with my customers. I know who you are, but I can't remember your name because I've never met you.
As The Witcher.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Very pretty man.
Yeah, totally.
Everybody loves him. He's also a purist of the original content, which is a book and also a video game.
Yeah. I've known about the video game. Never played it, but
I've never played it. My brother's played it. He loves it.
Yeah.
Did you read the books too? Yeah.
Controversy. Writer.
Yeah.
English guy. Great IP. Licensed it. Brought a lot of people in.
Yep.
Game developer.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever. Just use my shit.
It's nothing's gonna happen.
They make both.
Yep. Understandably so.
But
he also kind of did that to himself. Yeah.
Flip it. Sure.
Exactly.
Now you want.
No,
yeah.
It's already.
You already gave it away.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. So.
That's where you're going.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with the show, he is a purist to the content of whether it's the books or the games or whatever.
Right.
But the producers of the show are like, we don't like the story from the original content.
That's what they
so
did.
We're gonna change it and do it different for the TV show on Netflix. And Henry Cavill is saying, no, we're not going to do that. And they said, well, too bad, you can leave. And he said, see you later. And everyone, people who are true fans of, again, the show, the books, the games, they're like, we will not be watching season 4. Sorry about your luck, Netflix. No. And so, yeah, that is...
Netflix had a similar issue with the showrunners of the new Avatar live action leaving early on in production because they wanted to do what they wanted to do. And then they wanted to do what Netflix wanted to do. And the showrunners said, bye.
Yeah.
I'm done with you. Make your thing. Do your thing. But...
And you watched...
we haven't finished it. I think we've got one episode. He had not seen the original. So we kind of tandem watched bits of the original and bits of the new one. And so we haven't finished up the new one. But I'm still a bit of a purist. It was good.
It was watchable.
It was totally watchable. But 2025, we get adult gang storyline. I'm stoked for that. I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
That the repop is meh. You know, we all grew up with the
correct
OG, and that makes it hard. I mean, we watched it. It's hard not to when it's something that you grew up with that you love. My watch keeps hitting the ceiling, and Winnie keeps watching the little Dottie's body.
I want to get it.
Yeah,
I want to get it.
Tangents.
So I don't remember how we got onto that one. But anyways.
Something about The Witcher and Henry Cavill. Oh, We started with Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah. And Ian Hemsworth. Anyways.
We were left field.
Anyways. Yes, I saw the, like, preview, I guess, of the new season of The Witcher. And it has Liam Hemsworth. And I'm like, he doesn't look bad, but it's not right. If they had started with him, it would have been no problem.
Right.
But since they started with Henry Cavill and then switched because Netflix sucks.
Yeah.
That's
it
where
to get it was surprising because Netflix, I mean, Shondaland did a good job recasting in Bridgerton. But sometimes they really get it spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really don't.
Yeah.
So.
And like there are certain parts like in movies and stuff where they have been recast and it's like it fits better the other way.
Yes.
Or one way or the other. But
yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, Netflix. You can't win them all. Sometimes you're a little dumb about shit.
Okay, so this is Irina Shayk. I don't know how you say her name.
You know, I think there's something to be said about her being in Swarovski because her jewelry looks better than her dress.
Yeah.
Her dress isn't bad.
But also
better than dress.
But that's because it's Swarovski. But I'm also getting more in touch with the short story of the glitz and glam of the people.
Yeah.
And like the flowers of time, the crystal flowers and everything.
Right.
With this
makes sense.
In that
there's better context there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than it's a silver sparkly dress.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 100%. It's better than lots of other
things. Like Dua Lipa.
Marc Jacobs, and it looks I messed it up. It looks forced. I really messed it up. Sorry.
It's okay.
I won't touch it again. It looks.
I told you it's being rude.
Struggly. It's got. I know that she did the body chains on purpose, but the skirt feels too low. The gloves feel like last minute. I don't like the way that the corset pops out on the bottom. I don't love it all in all, which again could be personal opinion. It's not the worst thing in the world.
I don't like that the laces don't match.
That can be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's just one of my things.
Yeah. I totally understand that one too. If your laces aren't going to match, it's like doing that as a styling thing way on purpose.
Yeah.
They really don't match. But those just like
similar enough. Yeah.
So.
Greta Gerwig. Boring.
Yeah, it is the brand. Chloe, I don't know that one very well because it's a boring brand to me.
Mm-hmm. Again, boring. I'm bored.
Modern, but think about it in the context of that story.
Yeah.
And the author of that story. I mean, at that point, it kind of fits a little bit.
I mean, a little bit.
It's generic and almost uniformish to be a little bit more dystopian, you know? So I could definitely see it fitting more.
Ish.
But
I'm still gonna complain.
Totally. Maybe it's better that way because she stands out above all that glitz and glamour. I don't know. It's boring. I don't disagree.
More of the story is you're bored. Ariana Grande.
I think it's pretty. I think her extra details are pretty. I like the way her corset sat on her. I don't like the Grecian drape around her waist. I think it's generic and stupid. I think the dress when she moved flowed really well. And I think as a nod, because if I remember right, she came onto the carpet with her actress counterpart from Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember her name because she's, I think, a little newer or a little bit a smaller actor. Who I think they did a little bit of a play on their characters. So she was a little Glinda the Good Witchy.
Yeah, I want to say I remember seeing something about
and the other girl was a little darker to be more like Ephaba.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job there. I think she looks like Ariana Grande. I don't know how it fits the theme very well, but who did?
Nobody.
Yeah. So
Very few.
that's the kicker there for me usually.
The boots on this one is what killed me the most.
Yes. Well, and she's so pretty.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but the Chloe belt,
so yeah, no.
She played Glamora in all the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Just a great girl.
What? There was something else that I was watching recently that she was in.
She was in
Star Trek. That's the one I was thinking of.
She was also in the Adam Project that Netflix made.
I don't remember that one.
It's cute.
I know I've seen it. That's Ryan Reynolds.
Got Ryan Reynolds and her in it. It was a cute
I don't think I
watched it
really
recently.
Yeah, the belt and then the dress tucked into the boot is what kills me the most.
The belt kills me because I don't see any other fashion brand throwing their brand name on the person.
On a belt.
For this event. I mean, they do it for, ready to wear, but this is supposed to be couture.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like couture.
No.
And that's why my brain doesn't like it.
Kylie Jenner.
It feels, I don't know that it's a vintage piece, but it feels like vintage Oscar de la Renta. So I think that they made an attempt at a homage to the Sleeping Beauties thing.
Yeah.
Maybe more so like the McQueen, that
it's a copy.
Was a play or a modern version.
Yeah.
I don't know Oscar de la Renta very well, but it looks like
the train reminds me of a sleeping bag.
Yeah,
a really fluffy comforter.
The crayon and the puff they put in it wasn't my favorite thing, but I mean, designers do worse.
Yeah,
could have been.
Can we talk real quickly though about Usher's leather cowboy hat?
Really? Well, also, I would like to know if this is his. I don't remember him being in any other Mets. There's some people here that had never ever been at a Met. I think the cowboy hat's interesting. I'm surprised that it's McQueen, and I really like the cloak and the shoulders on the cloak.
I love the cloak. Absolutely love the cloak, and I like how he has like a rose brooch on the cloak.
Oh,
which is very rose fitting. In his hands. And then and the rose in his hands. But it's the cowboy hat that is like floppy on the brim.
I'm not a big cowboy hat person, but
see, I love a good cowboy hat.
I know you too.
But I don't know how you say her name.
Chloe, 7. Oh, I've heard it said plenty of times.
Savigny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Savigny.
And I don't know who she's wearing, but I think she did a good job. I think with the Sleeping Beauties, with the kind of Regency twist, if I remember right, I'd have to look it up, but I think that is a redone Regency dress. So talk about Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
She's taken something from a bygone era, and those people have redone it. I am pretty sure she's the one that did that because I read a little bit.
I mean, it makes sense.
But
I don't love it in the sense that of like the deconstruction.
Oh, see, that's why I like it.
See,
this feels like McQueen.
I can see that. Yes. Yes, I can see that. But something about more so like up in the top with like the belt-ish with the open in the. So it something about it just throws me off.
The belty bowie thing is weird. Like if that thing just was gone,
that's probably the only thing.
And there's these little things.
Yeah, the little dangly bits.
If you're gonna do dangly bits and you're gonna look deconstructed,
commit. You're gonna do it
right. And I don't feel like that was a falling in. So, but I think that they hit the mark and they actually did what they were supposed to be doing.
I would agree with that. I don't remember seeing her. But she's on the list. What is her name? Teyana Taylor?
I have no freaking clue who that is.
I have no idea.
Oh, but she's in the Blondes, and the Blondes did a good job. The train feels a little unresolved, but I like the top of it. The train feels heavy, I think, is my problem.
Yeah, it all looks heavy to me because it's very velvet and.
I just don't.
Mindy Kaling
Don't have that on.
Yes, you do. I swear, she's been at the Met.
Oh, but she's in Gupta, and yes, I recognize her face. See, I think that is. I can see where they fit that into the theme. I think it's quite stunning. I think that because that skirt moved like that. That is not tucked in a photo. And I think that is quite the handiwork. Like, and to get that to stay.
I want to know how.
Yeah, right.
This is one of the
little tiny stitches.
This is one of those. It's like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
How?
Mm-hmm. And it could even have boning in it.
That's possible.
You know, to get it to move like that. I don't watch it walk. I should watch it. Find some video and watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that one is very interesting.
I was happy and excited to see that Pamela Anderson has made a resurgence and she was at.
I think this was her first.
I think it was, but she just looked gorgeous
and so happy and sweet. And I don't know what this blue thing is behind there, but I like those things.
Well, I'll have to see if we can find that one.
She looked stunning. She looked happy to be there.
Oh yeah,
her dress, maybe a little bit generic, but that was not the point at that point.
Well, and that is she was also in an Oscar de la Renta, so
which could have been a nod.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm pretty sure the Oscar ones were nods to the past,
potentially, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'd have to just do more research. That some of it is. I feel like there's stuff that we are missing.
Yeah.
Knowledge-wise.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Probably. Taylor Russell. She is wearing wood.
Oh, okay. I think that one was clever. I think that one's molded clever.
Yes.
Again, this drapey thing, I'm not a fan of it pretty much ever, and I don't know why my brain hates it as much as it does.
I mean, it does look like bulky.
Yeah, and maybe that's why, as it feels like that's such a slim, sensual part of a woman, and people are just like,
here, let me just put you extra stuff, too much extra.
It bothers me.
Yeah.
If they had lightened the load, but I think that the molded piece is quite stunning. I hate her shoes.
I didn't even pay attention.
I hate those little strappy. My foot's all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really wearing a shoe, but I'm wearing a shoe.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of them in general.
Jack Harlow's Dior.
I don't like the racing stripe on the pant.
That's very tuxedo. Don't most tuxedos have like the
some do
satin?
See, whoever the man is behind, or I think that's a man behind with the jacket with the
flowery leaf
little thing. That's cool. I don't dislike his jacket. I think it's tailored nice. I think his shoes are nice. I hate the racing stripe on the pants. I'm gonna complain about everything.
Is it just me, or is the pant and the jacket a different color?
They probably look like it, but knowing those designers, it's not.
I would say it looks.
In that photo, it does kind of look like they're two different colors.
Different.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find any of the... Okay, here's another Swarovski. Karlie Kloss.
I think Karlie Kloss looks good, but I think that she knows how to take pretty much anything she's wearing because she is a super model.
Literally.
And knows how to wear it.
Correct.
I like the kind of shibari note.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could do without the flowers. It doesn't need to have the floral.
No.
I think it could have been just as stunning, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's better than a lot of things. They hit the theme, whether that was really what the theme was supposed to be or not.
Better than.
Oh, twigs. I don't understand this one. I don't get it at all. 0%. I mean, I think her top and her little shorts are pretty,
but not for this.
I don't believe that outfit belongs on the Met Gala walkway.
But also, it looks like her legs are bedazzled as well.
Yeah, it's like she's got bedazzled tights on. Hot take is I don't believe the Chopettes, Jared Leto and I think it was Dua Lipa or somebody last year that were dressed up as Chopette. I don't believe those belonged on the runway either. Were they clever? Yes. Did they make a scene? Yes. Did they belong at the Met Gala? No.
No. Josh O'Connor in his tuxedo with the longest tails known.
See, I think the tails are nice. I like the quasi bow tie Swarovski sort of piece. I love the shoes.
I love the shoes.
I think that was Papa clever. I think it's
just
so great.
clown shoey enough.
Yep.
But not too much.
Yep.
But the tails.
Well, the tails were,
and I think that helped because I don't know how tall this guy is, but he looks tall.
Oh, yeah.
So having a tall person with a train of tails on your tuxedo,
I think it was clever. I don't dislike that.
I like it.
That's one of those ones where they took men's fashion, they tweaked it just enough to make it interesting. I'll take it.
Okay, here's H&M, Quanah Chasing Horse.
Oh, I love her in general. I'm so happy she's back at the Met. I think that it's great that there's Native American representation there. I don't understand how it's H&M, but I do know she gets to put her voice in what she's wearing.
Yeah.
And so I haven't looked that one up, but her beading or something probably has to do with her heritage. And
so it looks like,
I think that's phenomenal.
It looks like, I'm trying to zoom in very carefully.
Yeah.
It looks like her belt, her rings, and her earrings are all like native beading.
Yep. And I think that oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, those earrings.
The earrings for sure.
100%.
But then the belt and the rings also are the same. So I would assume.
I think she did a good job.
And the color looks very good on her too.
Yes.
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. She looked like a mermaid. What did you say? The fuck's a Dwayne Wade?
I don't even know what I just picked up what I said. It's generic. I think that
she looks
it
like
could be
a mermaid.
A runway for something. She does look like a mermaid. But I think it's generic. I don't think it's worth much.
No. Why does his suit jacket not have a collar? And why is he wearing a V-neck t-shirt? And then when you say
because he was trying to be cool.
We don't do cool here.
Well, it doesn't belong on the Met Gala fucking runway.
Is this the blue one you were looking at? Potentially? Okay.
That is.
I don't either. I'm trying to see if I can... Oh, Nicki Minaj. She did flowers.
It looks like a school project. Which, again, sucks because her and Cardi B are such powerhouses of fashion and brilliance. And it's so...
And exciting. And like
everything.
She does colors. And she did colors. Cardi B did not do colors.
That's fair. That's fair. She definitely did.
Nicki Minaj did her rainbow.
It just looks like a fucking school
project. Was it this one?
No, but is that Billie Eilish?
No, that's Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
She's actually from Spokane. My sister went to summer camp with her.
Really?
She's in Euphoria.
Oh, gotcha. That's pretty. But no, not the blue one that I was. I don't even remember the blue one I was.
What are your thoughts on the new version of the see-through dress that is the wet dress?
Oh, okay. Doja Cat was the other Chopette, by the way.
Oh, yes, you're right.
I have a lot of opinions on this.
Please.
I think it was very clever. I don't know that it belonged on this runway.
I would agree.
When has she ever really done what, there's something about it my brain really likes.
I also like her makeup too, because it's got like running.
Yep. I don't know how it fits, and I wish I knew how it fit into the system better. But I think it was clever. It's one of the ones where like I want to dislike it because I don't know that it fits, but I can't not. There's something about it I like.
I think aesthetically, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing these like wet look pieces everywhere now. And I don't know if it's since this or before this.
One thing I do wish on this one is I know she's not wearing a bra. And I know that's on purpose.
Because it's a wet t-shirt.
I know. But
it's a white wet t-shirt.
I also feel like there could have been something clever done to put her boobs back where they belong. There's and this again is a personal thing. I don't like that like there's a spot right here in women's boobs that bothers me.
That's fair.
Personal preference. Personal issue.
But also that's like, it is such a natural
Yes. Oh yeah.
breast part too.
I know.
And it's like, it's hard to be mad at it.
It's like the breast hip dip.
That's exactly what it is.
I like hip dips. I don't have any problems with hip dips.
For some reason, it's the boob dip that I don't like.
I don't like the boob dip. And sometimes I feel like I don't like the boob dip because it makes this piece, the top piece of your chest, feel really long. Which, depending on your stature, can be very weird.
Yeah.
And
proportionately.
Yeah. It's a mental proportion. It's autism.
That's my problem.
Yeah. Autism.
It's the tism. Okay, so here's Kim's. Oh yeah, so you can definitely see that the whole thing is metal.
Yeah. I don't think the corset underneath is, though. I think it's leather.
I'm sure, or
vinyl or something. But yeah, that skirt is all metal pieces.
I wonder how
very cool.
How noisy she was.
Oh, she was quite noisy. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I was probably a soft noise, but it was totally there because of that metal.
Erica Badu.
Suitor. Oh, I want to see what she was wearing. I don't know that I've seen hers. Get in there. Oh, Comme des Garçons. That makes sense. I feel like I need to look her up. I feel like she's worn that dress before. And she did that on purpose as a nod to the Sleeping Beauty thing.
Okay.
To the rewear. Erica Badu is also a crazy lady, and I think that she's quite artistic and bright when it comes to doing that stuff and making a statement if she needs to. So I think she's one of the ones that did a rewear, which is kind of cool.
Makes sense.
More sustainable nowadays.
We like sustainable.
You do.
This is another sleeping bag on a train.
Oscar de la Renta.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even know that I have too much to say about that one. I'm not.
I do like how it, like the color.
The color's great.
Of the sleeping bag.
Yeah. I don't love the dress though. You're right. I can agree with that. I'm not a huge Oscar de la Renta person. I think he's dressed stunning. I don't like his face.
Something about
it really bothers me. We watched The Elementals, which is a Marvel he was in, and I couldn't, when I saw the Met, figure out why I knew his face. And I was like, I don't like this face. Why do I know this face? It's because he was in The Elementals.
So it's borderline like Uncanny Valley face.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's what it is. I don't know. There's something,
but I don't know what it is exactly about it that gives me that impression. Yeah. I would agree. He is a very pretty man.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's something off.
But there's something.
There's a proportion there that I don't like. But he's dressed stunningly. That green velvet freaking thing and the carafe. That's not the word. What's that called? I don't remember. I don't know. The white around
his scarf.
Is,
and he had a top hat.
Funny and a hark to the Sleeping Beauty, to the Through the Ages thing that they were trying to play upon and didn't.
I think his entire suit is velvet. Now I'm looking at it,
but
it's a 3-piece suit in velvet.
Yeah. He's like the opposite of a potato face. He's like super chiseled and like pretty. Have you seen the studios? The one dude in The Elementals. His face really bothers me.
Something we're just saying something about his face is like borderline Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. It bothers me.
Like
Yeah. He is the missing link.
Yeah. It bothers me. But his outfit's stunning. I think they did a good job with that. So
yeah.
Yes. Unique is correct.
No, he is a very attractive man. And I think it's because he's conventionally attractive.
Yeah.
But he's also something that's not quite. What's wrong with Daniel Craig? Oh, okay. I was gonna say
like not conventionally attractive.
Yeah.
Which is great. Doesn't hurt.
No.
But
it's just average.
Yeah, right.
Oh, poor average face.
We love average face.
Great.
Average
She's getting closer.
Are you catching it? So I have personal beef with this guy.
Who is this guy?
His name is Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
He's a Formula One driver for Mercedes, and he can suck my dick because he's a little bitch.
Oh, did he do F1 this year?
He's been a Formula One driver for eons.
We watched all of F1 this year. What's his? We didn't watch the documentaries. We watched the we watched Vegas, the F1.
Well,
They've got a lot.
there's a ton of other races.
I don't know that shit. I just like to race.
Now,
I like watching things.
my dad got super into Formula One in the last couple of years, and so I have gotten super into Formula One in the last couple of years, and I hate this man so much.
Why?
He's a little bitch. That's all you need to know.
Is he whiny when he?
Oh my god, it was all yes.
That was the one dude that got second or something in Vegas. I don't remember. The one guy threw a bitch fit.
It was probably him.
Probably.
Lewis Hamilton. He drives for Mercedes. I'll bet you it was.
He's like, I don't know. I thought it was a white guy that.
It was a white guy.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm in a lot watch back, but right on the first lap, first turn, Red Bull American first down.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
This guy, dirt.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
higher rate. There's one point in the 15 seconds. So like they stop and there's like this.
Yeah.
15 and then they do the whole thing and they go and he's still out front. Like, well, not okay.
As they do.
Yeah.
Of course. It's true. I mean, Max fucking Lover.
I mean, but also drive better.
Right.
And Max would be a bitch. If you can. Yeah.
I think it might have been Ferrari.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, it's not even.
We'll have to come once to get everything set up. It's, full set metal. Like, we're not going to break it. Like, he bought me racing shoes to roll because they've got, the sole comes up past here. As you got to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah. But we do have.
Car still. Gaber has driving shoes on and off.
Yeah.
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 But at night,
But like, but it's like the good.
Yeah.
So like we can shift, and we're not worried about breaking a piece of plastic. You know.
Yeah. Wow. That's gonna be super cool. Yeah.
Literally.
Well, that's like their part-time job.
Yeah.
Is their gaming. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's just in the off season.
We'll race again.
That would be so fun.
I know.
I love watching their videos of them.
Do that.
Like,
Yeah.
You just get your race.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's true.
it's true. Oh, I bet.
Just watch.
I bet.
They'll watch. Whatever.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Cash money.
Too bad my job won't allow it.
My job doesn't care.
Yeah, I'll see. That's the
We
next
can
thing.
rent it. Photo shoot.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
We know some
I
girls.
see shit.
I would say
Even the model,
even spicy.
she could come and shoot in it
Oh, absolutely.
if we could and it could go up on Suicide Girls if we lit it right and stuff. Who knows?
Mhm.
But yeah, absolutely. She could totally do something with it. Yeah,
No,
you're fine. This is what happens.
this is,
We ADHD.
but also it can be edited.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world.
No.
Okay.
Yes,
But anyways, he's a little bitch, and I hate him. And he looks like a basic bitch.
he does look like a basic bitch. He looks like he's trying to be too studious.
Well, and also
He looks
like
fancier than he is.
he's British,
Oh,
so,
so
he's
trying
like
to be too
trying
studious.
to be fancy, even though he's not.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, I just am not,
I wonder how he even got an invite.
because he's famous.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of famous people that don't get to go.
Yeah,
A lot of famous people that don't get to go.
I should
Hazel
go.
Henderson's first Met.
I know. I should go.
Oh, we should all go.
I
famous.
we need to get famous for something,
And then go.
and I go to that. Cara Delevingne.
Oh, interesting. Generic.
I want to know how she puts on the
She was
head thing.
strapped into it.
I would say
They put it around her, and if it's metal, they closed it behind her or they stitched it behind her.
Oh gosh.
I'm sure that they then had to take it off of her. There's a video out there somewhere. Lizzo went to Met Gala after all her drama and all her bullshit.
This year?
Yeah, she was there. There's a video of Jordan Ross and somebody else helping her take her face corset thing off. Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't actually get a full look at her outfit, but I was like,
we'll see if it comes up. Alexander Skarsgård in Calvin Klein, black tuxedo.
Oh,
you basic
shit. Well, he is a basic bitch, Skarsgård. Isn't he the one that almost married Lady Gaga?
I don't know.
I thought of Skarsgård almost married Lady Gaga.
Potentially.
One of her first ex-fiancés. I don't know how many she's had now, but I'm not talking shit. I love Lady Gaga. I think she's clever as shit, but her love life has never been great.
No. This one looks like a 3-year-old swimsuit / ballet costume.
I hate it. And what's that freaking little floof hanging off the back of her? And what's with her little shoe? I don't like it. And none of it. 0%.
Well, and the funny thing, about this girl, she's a college she just graduated. She's a college basketball player.
Why is she there?
Exactly.
Go home.
And she didn't even win the championship this year.
So I don't understand why these people get to go to.
I don't know. Jude Law and Versace, another black tuxedo.
I don't even know why they took his picture at that point. What's the waist for?
Charlie Hunnam. They don't say who he's wearing, but
why did they take his picture?
And because he's a beautiful man.
Is that why they took his picture?
I think he's pretty.
I
like his suit. It is different.
It's better. I don't like the little
I like his necklace bow tie thing. I like it.
We're different.
I don't like it. But I do like what kind of fabric is it that's got the kind of almost iridescence, but it's not quite.
It can be all sorts of stuff. It can be taffeta. It can be lots of things.
Anyways, I like how his suit kind of looks like
that. Has that little bit of that sheen to it. Not an easy fabric to work with. They can pull and do all sorts of weird things. So whoever did make it did a good job.
Yeah.
I
like it. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bailey. Another.
See, he did a good job. But he's gay, so he makes more sense to be doing a good job.
Yeah.
And I think he's in Loewe, and it's worth it. And I love Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
I think he's amazing.
I don't like that he has a smaller flower on his hip.
Yeah.
Because just go with the one.
I do like the larger flower, and I agree with you.
Because if you button his jacket,
it's gonna cover.
You can't see the flower anyways.
Yeah. He can't do any wrong in my brain.
Fair.
I like Jonathan Bailey quite a lot.
Let's see. Sarah Pigeon. I don't know who she is.
Why does she have a name like that?
I don't know. Her name's Sarah Pigeon, and she's wearing Christopher John Rogers.
I know that. There's a drag queen I follow on Instagram that I swear made that outfit for her. And some of his outfits are quite stunning, and that is
yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't know who these people are. Adut Aketch and Laquan Smith in Laquan Smith.
I like that she's wearing pants. I don't like that her boobs are too flat. I don't like her funny little skirt that looks tied on.
It's a sarong.
I don't like it. I don't even mind that everything else is proportionate on her. That part doesn't bother me. I don't even super mind his. I don't love his cummerbund. Meh. He must be the designer.
I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Here's another Swarovski.
Mostly I didn't like her sarong. How many did they get to invite?
Apparently several.
I do kind of like this one. I don't like the mermaid vibes. I love this pants.
I do too.
Every time a girl gets a good pair of pants on the runway, I'm for it.
But I like how it reminds me of Mystique from X-Men.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because it goes from literally from the toe to the fingertips.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All connected. And then
those are a bitch to get into.
I want to know how she got into
I've done one from toe to wrist. I didn't do fingertips, but
it's gloves.
Yeah.
And the shoes, and it's all.
Yeah.
But
there's just a really long zipper all the way down the inseam of her butt.
I guess so.
That's what it usually is. Or we don't know it and it's stretchy and it's actually quite comfortable.
See, for her sake, I'm hoping it's very stretchy.
Because that could be the case too, just depending on how they're together.
Lizzo's.
Yeah, that head thing is what they were getting her out of in that video. I don't like the bottom of it. The bottom of it's really weird. I think she looks actively uncomfortable.
Yes.
That's not a good sign when you're having to do all that shit.
Like the like tan plastic bags that you get from the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's floating in the wind. Do you ever feel like a massive bag floating in the wind?
I don't dislike the concept. I think the execution was a little elusive.
I would agree with that. Tyler Mitchell in Prada, not a black tuxedo.
That's interesting.
He's got tuxedo pants.
I kind of like that.
I do too. They're like origami-ish flowers.
Jackie, what's your deal? Looks very confused.
Yeah, confused.
Or origami flowers is, I think, exactly what.
Iris Law in Versace.
We haven't seen the Iris Apfel one yet, and that one's great. It looks like Versace.
It's a butterfly.
I think it's pretty. I do think it's a little generic. I want the Iris Apfel one that got the moving arms. Did you see that one? That's white and the arms had servos in them, and so her little butterflies and her arms flapped.
I think I did see
that one. I like that one quite a lot, but I like Iris Apfel. Or not Iris Apfel, shit. Iris Van Herpen. Iris Apfel died. Not the same person.
Any irises.
Not the same person.
All right, let's see. Here's another Oscar de la Renta. Flowers. Florals in spring.
Don't like it. Like, they were poppies. I don't know.
I think they were supposed to be poppies. I don't like it. Jaden and Willow Smith. I like his more than hers.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But his is Tom Brown.
Yeah.
Tom Brown knows what he's doing. Also, did you know Tom Brown and Michael Bolton are partners?
I did not.
Yeah. So the guy that runs and does the Costume Institute that helps Anna Wintour with the Met Gala is partnered with Tom Brown.
I did not know.
I think it's a very good pairing of humans.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Tom Brown's a weirdo.
I mean,
and that's why I like him.
I feel like you kind of have to be in this world. Respectfully.
What are you saying?
I'm just throwing that out there just a little bit. Oh
my god.
Can you explain to me though?
No.
Why Ed Sheeran didn't tie his fucking bow tie?
I didn't know how. I hate him. I hate his dumpy face.
He
always looks like he's like
half-a slouch.
Yeah, he's always like he's like, and it's probably from too much DJing or whatever the fuck he does.
He doesn't.
What is he?
Ed Sheeran. He does not DJ.
I know that.
He is like the acoustic-y
fucking whatever
singer.
I know I've listened to his music on like the fucking radio or whatever.
Probably.
I don't like him. I think I'm not even bringing my opinion of the rest of him into this.
Fair enough.
I think he looks like he's going to a 50s prom in that blue. baby blue, powder blue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the powder blue is good with his complexion.
No.
And I think he looks frumpy and I think he looks out of place and he looks uncomfortable being there.
Yes.
There we go.
But I think he also just has that face where he just looks uncomfortable
Everywhere.
always.
Yeah. Touche.
I don't know who this person is, but why are they carrying a bouquet of roses? Like literally from the grocery store, a bouquet of roses.
Dress is pretty. It's not
super
exciting, but it's pretty. Pardon me. Black dress and red lip. I don't know who that person is either, but the flowers feel like an afterthought.
Yeah. I feel like we're getting to the nobodies of the
Yeah, but where is our dressing her than dress? Damn it.
Maria Sharapova.
I don't know who that is.
She played tennis.
Oh.
I do like that one though.
I like that one. It feels better in the theme.
It's parachute, but fashion
Yeah.
and flowers.
Some people make those big ass things and they're really pretty. I don't. But it's got a little bit of floral. It's got a little hark backward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised out of all of that we haven't seen the stupid sand dress.
I'm sure it's coming. We're only at 131 of 263.
And I know you'd be skipping people that don't matter.
We are skipping some.
Yeah.
But I love that.
I like that. I like that it fits what I can only assume is her culture, maybe.
I would
it feels Indian. She looks Indian. I could be making a lot of assumptions there. It's very pretty on her. Really is the end of that sentence.
My page refreshed, so now we gotta find it again.
Oh no. Shit.
I think I just said I was at 160 something.
Something, yeah.
Oh, got it. I don't know what this is.
Oh, I do. I don't know the brands, but that is off of a runway from last year. I don't even know who she is.
I don't either.
The dress lights up. It's actually quite stunning. There are little worlds inside these dresses, and again, I don't know.
Like a snow globe.
Yeah. Like a snow globe.
Interesting.
They were quite stunning on the runway. The runway show.
The actual.
Yeah. I don't know about it being super stunning there. There was other ones there that were quite prettier than that yellow one, but you know. You don't need to yell at us.
It's a long train. But I don't like how it's like train and then like
ruffle.
Extra.
Yeah, no, that's the part of that bothers me, for sure. And it's just some robe thing that they threw on her. But this weird outfit. I think that's quite pretty.
I like it.
It's soft, it's floral, it feels timeless, which kind of fits into the theme. So I'll take it. I think the blushes are really pretty on her skin tone. I don't know. I didn't even say who she is. We're doing podcast.
Look at Gonzalez Rivera.
People don't know what we're looking at.
In Delcor. I've been trying to say some of the names.
Good. Delcor. I don't know what Delcor is.
Neither.
I gotta go back to the fact that I don't feel like people really put in the amount of effort that Met Gala deserves. Most people didn't.
Donatella Versace.
Oh, what did Donatella wear? She wore Donatella. She did a good job. Her face bothers me. She's had too much.
She's had way too much plastic surgery.
Now, see, her hip dip coverer is interesting. I like it
because it's the extra volume from the hip dip cover.
Yeah,
but it's like structured extra cover.
I love the kind of ocean water.
It's very finish
of the bottom of her skirt, but you know, she does her job well. She picked up after her brother and she did a damn good job of it, and she's continued to.
Yeah.
And she makes sexy clothes for sexy women, and she's never faltered from that.
I would agree with that. You know who Christine Shoresman is? She's wearing lemons.
Literally. It's a pretty dress. I don't know who she is.
The biggest lemon print.
But it's definitely quite a lemony print. I don't know that you'd want to be.
All right.
Lemons. I mean, if life gives you lemons, you can wear them. Really dumb. But I don't know her at all.
Yeah, me neither. Leon Bridges.
Was Jeff Bridges' kid?
I have no idea.
No. I don't like that his pants are really long. And I think he has too many accoutrements.
Too much is happening.
Yes, that's really the answer. And why are all these people that don't make sense? Am I really that out of touch?
Maybe.
I kind of feel like I'm not out of touch sometimes. Like, I don't know who these people are.
Brie Larson is
Oh,
an
I know
actress.
the name, yeah.
I don't like it.
It feels derivative, and I can't even quite put my foot on who it feels derivative of, which is terrible because I should be able to back myself up. But I don't like it. It feels like two different dresses that have been worn on top of each other, to be fancy, and I can't get this cut.
But also,
they didn't do a good
and
job.
the colors
That, yeah, I'm good. And it's Prada?
with Fred Leighton.
Interesting. I wonder which part's which, and I don't like it. That shouldn't be Prada.
I would hope the underneath is Prada.
Yeah, and I bet you're right.
Because that one, if you take off the purple top,
The purple on top of the brown, that doesn't make any sense.
it's orange, I think.
Hmm.
That looks
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
different
they're
to me,
Which
which is even worse.
I bet the Prada's underneath. Yeah, I agree with you. If it's two different pieces, I bet the Prada's on the underside. Then.
Hugh Jackman?
Was he wearing just generic shit?
He is. They don't even have a designer. It's just
it's just-
Hugh Jackman in a black tuxedo.
It's just a picture of him because he's Hugh Jackman.
What a guy.
And because Wolverine's coming out this year. Well,
Tom Ford is wearing Saint Laurent.
why is Tom Ford not wearing Tom Ford?
I don't know.
Fucking weird.
I don't ask questions. I just read what the internet tells me.
I mean, it's not bad, Tom Ford, but I've seen plenty of red blazers like that before. At least Barry, what's his face with the creepy face, has a better green
Yeah.
on his blazer, and more
Well,
interesting.
his is a
generic.
3-piece.
Tom Ford kind of looks like he could be a movie theater usher. In that, okay. Sorry.
And they made his jacket out of leftover curtains from the movie theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Goodbye, Tom Ford.
Sebastian Stan.
What are you?
Becky Barnes. The Winter Soldier.
Oh, Winter Soldier. Okay, see, now I got there.
There you go.
You got me there. That's fine.
Event.
I
love
he
this
looks like
event.
he's trying to be the Matrix.
But nowadays, not the modern day Matrix. I'm okay with it. I don't hate
He's
it.
leaned into his Winter Soldierness a little too aggressively.
That ended so many years ago, though. What are we putting into it?
We just watched all the Marvel movies. I hadn't seen it before.
You're just.
I had no clue.
Oh man.
I had only seen like Endgame. Like I had seen none of the rest of them. And I was down so much in May that like we blew through
Yeah.
a good chunk of those movies.
Which I mean,
Yeah.
they were good watch.
Yeah, no, totally. But I was behind the 8 ball.
Very much so.
Yeah, I know. Well,
We know.
so I don't got much time to do that.
Well, you do.
While I'm sitting here sewing while we're doing
You do.
podcast.
You do have time.
No,
You just
I
don't make-
just double time
make
the time. I can't.
Uh,
Other important. I was gonna say something inappropriate. You're gonna have to cut out of there, so I'm gonna keep it out up there. We're done.
I'll just keep that clip for later. Cut it and keep it for later. Do you know who Harris Reed is?
No. Oh, see, that is one of the beautiful ones. There's two different ones that were similar.
Yeah.
And Harris Reed on two different people. I think
Demi Moore wore the other one.
I like Demi Moore's better than the other girls.
I do too.
I think those Harris Reed, both though, are stunning. I think they look like time. I think they are some of the few that actually feel like they freaking belong to the Sleeping Beauty's bullshit.
Yes. I would agree.
I love them. Those are the ones that I was trying to say look like the Philip Treacy Treaky. Sorry, I keep butchering his name. Hats.
Yes.
It is. They're big and they feel just over the top enough, but beautiful enough. I like them.
I don't know who Harris Reed is, but I love her. That's Harris Reed in Harris Reed. Like that's her.
Oh, well, that's freaking clever shit. I like that too. Quite a bit.
That also like in this one, like with the colors and her hair and everything, it reminds me of what's the one painting with Venus?
Venus Milo? No.
I don't know.
The one in the shell?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's the vibe-ish. Like,
yes.
I kind of get from that.
It reminds me of Art Nouveau.
Yes.
Like, she could belong in some Art Nouveau painting. I very much like those two. Those were two of the ones that I definitely stuck with me afterwards.
Yes.
Demi Moore's especially.
Hers reminded me, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. I guarantee it. With the like the trying to be quiet and it's extra loud.
I was saying.
Was the birds of paradise who do like their mating dance where they like stick their legs out? That's what it reminds me of, and I love it so much.
So they do the legs.
Yes, and a little mating dance.
Spiders would do that shit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They're so cute. I don't like spiders, but they're cute.
That's true.
We've got Kylie someone or other in Diesel.
That one's interesting. Oh, Kylie Minogue. She's very famous for an obnoxious song in the 90s.
Oh.
She's done other music. She's British. She's done a lot of kind of pop music.
I was like, I probably heard her.
The song that she's famous for is I'd play it, but you get copyright.
Probably.
Is very famous. You would.
I probably have heard it.
I don't know that Kylie Minogue has been to the Met Gala before. I don't dislike her dress. Oh, toes.
Other than it's denim.
Right. What's happening?
Denim is an interesting choice. But I mean, it's
Okay.
Diesel, so.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I mean, yeah. It all makes sense in the end. Hannah Bagshaw and Eddie Redmayne.
Oh, let me see.
And Steve O. Smith.
Oh, they did a good job.
They look so cute together, too.
So cute together. I think they did a good job. And I like that they're actually coordinated.
Yeah, and it's like, they match.
I like.
Except for I don't like that her boots are taller than his socks.
Yeah, that is a problem. I mean, there's definitely things I could nitpick, but all in all, I like that pairing. I liked him and I match when we do Bam Pink. We did last year. We'll do it again this year. Because I'm a nerd that way.
We have, I don't know who this person is. Olivier or something or other in Balmain.
Oh, I have no idea who that is. I think Balmain's gone such an interesting direction. Is that their face on their shirt?
It looks like their face on their shirt. That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Which is fascinating and interesting. And again, I don't know that it fits the theme, but it's sure interesting to look at least.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain about that. Some of the others.
Kris Jenner and her whoever boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, also an Oscar de la Renta.
For person that doesn't know. How did Oscar de la Renta get to freaking
the entire Kardashian Jenner family?
That's probably it.
Probably.
Whatever.
You dropped something.
Where? I mean, to be fair, she's ancient. Diane von Furstenberg in Diane von Furstenberg, A, makes total sense.
Yes.
She's a fucking princess. She can do what she wants. And C, she's ancient as fuck, and she's going to be one of the next ones to die. And she's wearing her own print. Yeah, she could have done better. But she can cop out, I guess.
Because she is who she is.
She is. His Prada's interesting.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
He's just an interesting guy.
He is just an interesting guy.
And I like that he's got glasses in his pocket and on his face.
Yes, I agreed.
And he's holding gloves.
Yeah, not wearing them. Yeah, he's just an interesting human in general.
Yes. I'm trying to find some like actually decent ones.
Yeah, I know. hard. This year was hard
Yeah.
compared to other years. It was
And I'm
a
on
difficult year to.
186.
Oh Jesus.
We've got Bruna. I don't know who she is. I don't know how to say her last name either. In Tory Burch and Tiffany & Co.
Generic, but I think the skirt's very interesting. Luna, Mark Cuisine probably. Tory Burch and Tiffany & Co. I like that you can see the lines. I like that you can see the shaping in the skirt. But again, it's boring.
Yeah.
I think this year
I
it
like
pumped up so bad, but I don't dislike
the
it.
doubles of the skirt.
Yeah, that. Mm-hmm. That you can kind of see the corsetry.
Corsetry.
Thank you. Corsetry. I couldn't get that word out. Of the skirt, because I like all the underpinnings and ways that they get shit made.
I found another parachute.
Oh no.
Uma Thurman.
Oh, her parachute's better than others. I don't like those shoulders though.
I don't like
Fred Layton.
the corset doesn't look right.
No. Its proportions are off to me. And I really, really don't like her shoulder shit.
No. The flowers.
Yeah. Some bird lost a lot of feathers for her to have shoulder plumes of her own.
Or
I do feel bad for that bird.
Lauren Sanchez and Oscar de la Renta.
Okay, Oscar de la Renta.
Okay, but this one
off the runway. Yeah.
This one it's mirrors.
And it's flowers.
And it's flowers, but it's mirrors.
That's interesting.
In mosaic.
That was heavy.
I bet it was.
Okay, I take it.
But I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I wanted to hate it because it was Oscar.
I know.
To the rest of
Which is why when I said it,
shit. But
we've got so many. Oh, here's Andrew Bolton and Tom Brand.
Yeah, aren't they cute?
They are so cute.
They're cute.
And the kilt.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah. Andrew Bolton's starting to look. Had Michael Bolton earlier.
I know you did.
He's not who I was talking about, son of a bitch.
Someone with
Andrew Bolton is looking old. He's looking tired. And that's unfortunate. But yes. I hope I didn't say Michael Bolton to me.
I don't think you did.
I think I did. I think
you only said it like once.
Thank God.
Okay, so this one I don't hate in the sense that if you know the short story, it fits with that.
Okay.
It's the Stray Kids.
Oh, I heard that they did good. I watched
which they
come onto the runway and then I kind of looped.
Which they look like K-pop or something.
Yeah, they are. They're quite up and coming K-pop, and they were very excited to be.
But they have very much that like militant, uniform vibe.
I think Tommy Hilfiger did a good. Tommy Hilfiger was there with them, of course. And they were talking on the very beginning runway, and I think he did a good job with them. It's a little generic, but better than a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we still haven't come across one that servos. She looks uncomfortable. I kind of like her dress.
That looks blurry.
Yeah. It looks like a blurry photo.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I find it interesting. I don't know that it is for that, but I don't dislike her dress. She looks like she's hella uncomfortable.
She does.
But whatever.
Did you see Dan Levy's?
Oh, he's so good.
I loved him.
He looks like he's got a mustache like his dad now.
And I don't hate it.
I like his floral pants. He did a good
job. And so if you, like, the floral goes partway up the jacket, too.
What?
So it's, like, at the bottom of the jacket, and then in the pants, and then it, like...
That's clever as shit. I'll accept that. Okay.
I like it even more now.
Yep. I agree. That's a cool one. It's taking the men's fashion into not being...
Yeah, see, his... It was a black tuxedo, but on top.
Yeah.
Until you made it to his wrist, and then...
That's very clever, and that's gotta be dyed or gotta be machined that way.
I think I want to say that I saw it was
beaded,
Oh, I can see that.
but I can't. I remember seeing something about it. It was either hand beaded or embroidered.
Yeah,
That-
probably both.
That by hand.
Beaded embroidery. See, that's the shit that they need on the runway, like the Gaupe I was talking about.
Yeah.
They need more of that oomph.
The
couture. The couture of it all. Ow. I just feel like they're missing the couturiers. What'd you find? Whoa. She's a bug. I love that she's a bug. I don't even know who she is. Jay Harrison Heat. I don't even know who she's wearing, but I will accept that.
She has a bag.
Because she's actually trying.
Yep.
And it's not horrible. There's things I would do differently personally, but, you know.
Yeah.
She's a bug and she's a pretty bug, and those colors are great on her skin. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who he is, but
He's creepy. He needs his face trimmed.
he needs a lot of something. But I like his poppies, but I don't like that they're not the same as the jacket.
Yeah. The reds don't.
The reds don't match.
And I'm not a matchy-matchy person, but sometimes you've got to match.
You gotta match a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another corset.
Oh.
Samantha Berry in, I don't know. Ew.
Okay, I kind of like that. In the Atelier, Margot McKinney, William, and With Clarity. That's a lot of people together.
Yeah.
The Margot McKinney is familiar to me, but I don't know much about it. Part of me. Damn. Very interesting. I love the lines that have been added to the corset.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the skirt underneath. Again, everything can come back to the fact that nothing really feels like it fits into the theme, but it's very pretty on her. It's a very pretty dress.
That's okay. So this might be the only one that goes with time. And I don't know who this designer is.
This is the only one because the sand dress.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Like
There's been a
that
couple,
glass.
but this is like a literal
Because it's got
cloth.
on it. Trish Shilbana, I bet it's an Indian or something maybe. Designer, definitely not something US, which is good. They need more expansion. It's clever. It's better than a lot of the others. It feels a little Heavenly Bodies-ish. It feels
what's the painter with the melty clocks?
oh yeah.
That's what it reminds.
Dolly.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it does feel Dolly.
Why does this guy look like he's wearing a velour tuck suit?
He's probably
Track suit tuck.
God. Will Welch needs to
It's a juicy couture
it's
velour track suit and a tuxedo cut.
yeah. Yeah.
I hate it.
Spot on, girl. I don't like it. Don't.
But he's got like the wallet chain also.
I don't like it. It looks too comfy. I don't know. It's
If you're gonna be on a red carpet, on a red carpet, you can't be comfortable. You can't be too comfortable. If you're comfortable, you have to have the appearance that you're not.
also true. None of them are comfortable. I bet even in that he's not super comfortable. It does look like a tracksuit.
It does. I don't know who this guy is, but it's a face.
Sharp and Bailman, I don't know, but it's a face, and I'm here for it.
I like how his
And I like his square
cummerbund
shoes, and his cummerbund's the lip.
is the lips. I do like his square
Yeah.
shoes.
Again, I don't know how the face fits into the theme, but
It doesn't.
it's interesting. I like that it's interesting. Oh, I saw that one. I don't like that one. And it's Tom Brown, which is unfortunate. I do like Dog Bag,
I do like the dog.
but I don't like the rest of
The wicker dog bag.
the Tom Brown. Oh. We need to wrap up soon because we're going to have a kiddo
Oh, yeah.
not that long from now.
He's a gladiator.
And Versace.
A Versace gladiator.
Interesting, but it's something.
Okay, we're getting towards the end. And I haven't seen the sand one yet.
No, I know, which is weird because they literally chopped that dress. Like, that dress was a big deal. She couldn't walk up the stairs. It was form fit to her body. Then they got in and they cut it. They chopped it off, which stressed me out a little. I mean, it was
Understandably so, but
yeah.
I don't know who this person is, but I don't know if they are in fact pregnant, but they very much look it.
They do look it, and I bet she probably is.
I hope she actually is.
It's very it's got a lot of modernity to it. It's very generic. I can't get this not.
Oh, son of a nugget. Refreshed me again.
No. All the way towards the bottom too. Like, quit refreshing. We're trying to look at shit.
Right. And it always refreshes.
Refreshes so I can get another page view.
Yeah. But it kicks you back up to the top.
Bullshit. All those websites like that are bullshit.
I hate it.
I'm tired of I'm trying to read a Cosmo article and it's like, stop to finish reading. I'm like, how do I care anymore?
It's like that, but also, why do we have to have it on so many pages?
And why do you?
Why is everything behind a paywall now?
Yes. Well, and that's been my big issue. Trying to read Wall Street Journal or something that pops up on my Facebook. I'm like, quit sending me an ad.
If I have to pay for it, yeah.
Fuck off. Well, I don't even know I have to pay for, but I'm like, I'm not signing up for you.
Yeah,
I'm
also
not an account.
You're not getting anything.
You can't make me. I'll go to Reddit and find out the same information.
I don't know who Michael Arden is, but he's wearing camo.
Oh, God. No, thank you.
I don't hate it.
I hate it.
But it's like fancy camo.
No. Camo cannot be fancy.
But
no.
Is it actually camo?
Yes, it looks like fucking camo. It shouldn't even look like camo.
But he's got flowers.
I hate it.
On his chest.
No. Don't like it. Can't do it. Gross me out. No. All the no.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
How much you want to bet that we're just never going to be able to see the last 10 pictures?
I know, because it's an asshole.
It's the worst.
We're gonna start sing-songing at it.
I just want to see. I'm literally at 240 something.
It's gonna be a dipshit. What side are they doing? This side? This side? This side?
You saw the gladiator.
This side? This side? Hold on. This side? Or this side?
Other one.
Yeah. I did see the gladiator.
We did see the gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 255 was the potentially pregnant lady.
Oh. Is that mom?
Closer to the end.
Okay, I was going to say, because there's some very important ones that
okay, yeah, so the sand dress is definitely not in here.
Oh, that's rude.
This is a grandma couch parachute. It's very you.
It is me.
It is a grandma couch parachute.
You're not wrong.
Does not fit this.
No. But I do like the dress. I would make that dress, but I wouldn't send it to the Met Gala.
No.
I know when to not. Mostly.
Sometimes. You know, most of the time, what is appropriate. Yeah, no, I don't think the sand one is on this list, which is unacceptable.
I wanted to talk about that one. I mean, I have talked about that one.
I mean, we have.
But it's still bullshit.
I agree.
But it's not on there. No.
All right, so for the last decade.
A decade?
So this year was Garden of Time with Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion.
Yeah.
Last year, 2023, Karl Lagerfeld, A Line of Beauty.
Yeah, which I could talk about that one because I love how many people hated him and poked the bear. I liked him as an artist. I didn't like him as a person. He was brilliant for Chanel. He was a nasty human. And the amount of pink people were to piss it off and poke at him, I thought it was brilliant.
I agree.
The controversy was phenomenal that year.
I 100% agree. 2022, In America, an Anthology in Fashion.
Low-key didn't even pay attention to that one because it grossed me out that bad. We're so special and we're so American that we have to have a whole freaking Met Gala about American fashion.
But this one I think, if I remember correctly, was also supposed to be directed at was like the golden era, the
The golden age of fashion.
yes,
Probably right.
something like that.
And
And
that was during COVID.
they did not hit it.
And
That is
it
when
was not
Kim
great.
Kardashian took the
Dress.
the Marilyn Monroe dress.
Yep. And I don't agree with that. I don't think she should have been put in that dress. I don't think that dress should have been fucking altered.
No.
Talk about sleeping beauties.
Mm-hmm.
That thing should have been left alone.
I agree. In 2021, we also have a second in America, a lexicon of fashion.
Oh. I clearly tuned out the COVID years
Yeah.
a bunch because I don't remember those two except for the Marilyn Monroe thing.
Yeah.
And
which I think
ugh,
is that's like the big
highlight of the whole
highlight or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
2019, Camp. Notes on fashion.
I think Lady Gaga's is brilliant.
And hers is the first one that comes up.
There's some others in there that were very clever. I'd have to look at a lot of the pictures because it's a little bit older. I didn't love that theme. I didn't love the actual Met Gala of it. I do think some people knocked the camp out.
Do you remember when Jared Leto carried a version of himself?
Yes, that was good. I don't like Jared Leto, but it was clever.
It is.
Then we're getting back to Heavenly Bodies.
And then, 18 is Heavenly Bodies, a fashion, and the Catholic Imagination.
Yeah, which was stupid, but the clothing was brilliant.
People loved it.
People did so good that year.
That is probably, of the recent years, probably the last one that was like hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, that one in China Through the Looking Glass are some of my favorites.
Yeah. So then 17 is Ray. Yes. Kubo.
Yes.
And Comme des
Garçons.
Yeah.
I
Art
think
in the in between.
I think people missed hitting the mark. People did not hit the mark for the Comme des Garçons year.
Yeah.
Terribly did not hit the mark, and so that's why they went to something like Heavenly Bodies that was easier to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The people that did hit did it very well.
Yeah.
It's hard. Comme des Garçons a lot of black.
Yes.
It makes it very dry, and I like black clearly, but
there's only so much you can do.
Yes.
2016. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Is the photo. 16 was Manus Ex Machina, fashion in an age of technology.
Oh, I remember that one vaguely.
The first picture is Beyonce in a latex Givenchy.
Interesting. Yeah, futuristic fashion, basically.
Oh, this is when Kim and Kanye. This is how horrible like my memory is. I remember like stupid things like them.
Oh, Lord.
Tried to do like the robot thing.
Yeah.
2015 was China Through the Looking Glass.
That's what they did the first Monday in May. It's a movie.
Yeah. I think we watched it together.
We probably did. I have a copy of it now. It's one of my favorites. Of when they talked about the Met Gala, that's the one they did. And I think it was one of Andrew Bolton's first.
I want to say
as the curator.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love it. And it's one of my favorites. And I think that was one of the years that they did stunning. I know it was a lot of controversy. I know that people didn't love its connection to China, or let's see, the Chinese didn't always love its connection to China. They wanted to make sure that the history, let's rephrase that. They were having a hard time with the history because they wanted China to be viewed as modern.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a lot of talk and a lot of controversy on how to get it done right. I know the museum didn't love it because they kept moving things to places that didn't fit. So Buddhist statues with other things that
shouldn't have been together.
The fashion was stunning.
Yeah,
the fashion was so stunning.
It was, and I don't know you are, at least for me, probably the two
top.
But it was like for sure, almost 100%. Everyone just nailed it.
Yeah.
And then 2014 was Charles James Beyond Fashion.
I didn't pay attention that year, I don't think.
No. If you love sweeping gowns, this is the year for you.
I do love sweeping gowns, but very generic.
Yeah. As for the carpet dress code, stars embrace couture designs that evoke the spirit of his work.
That was another hark back to somebody.
Yeah, so feminine dresses like Dakota Johnson's, Jason Wu, and Florence Welch's Valentina Haute Couture, and men dressed in white tie.
Yay. Well, yay. Yeah, yay. Wow.
Yay!
I've been talking so long.
So literally,
All right.
it's just boring gowns. Oh, that is super cute. 2013 was Punk. Carol's to Couture.
I do remember that one a little bit.
I remember Miley Cyrus's, like, hair
Okay. Yeah.
that was, like, spiky, but not in a good way.
No, I do remember that one being also divisive because people wanted to be punk, but they couldn't actually get the actual punk of it all. And
Yeah.
I know there was probably a lot of McQueen that year.
I think
Not
there were
much cute,
people
but
who were
fun.
wanting to do McQueen that just weren't.
There was also probably a lot of the one thing you don't see a lot on that runway because it's all done as people that have bought the seats. And so if you're not there with your designer, it's harder to be there. But I bet there was some Vivian Westwood on the runway before she passed.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
12, Schiaparelli and Parada. Schiaparelli.
See how things changed when
Schiaparelli.
Bolton took over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alexander McQueen with Savage Beauty was 2011.
Yep. Thought so.
2010, American Woman, fashioning a national identity.
Yeah, I was so up in my own trying to figure out.
Katy Perry took risks by wearing an LED light gown.
Oh my God! You know how generic it is nowadays.
Everybody does.
LED lights and dresses. I did that on my very first fashion show.
You can get that on Shein.
That's true. I did that on my very first show, and we hand freaking soldered those freaking lights into that skirt, and it was adorable.
That's impressive.
And I sold it.
Good for you.
How long it worked. I had a friend that literally rigged a battery pack from a flashlight with a button.
Oh,
So the battery pack was in the skirt, and so he could go click click.
that's smart.
She could go
Yeah,
in the skirt, and then the skirt would light up.
that is smart.
It was cute. It was great.
I love that.
That's so long ago.
That was forever ago. Yeah.
Oh my God. I have to pee.
Oh man. Right.